Hi everyone and welcome to Stitching Solo with Libby. My name is Jenny and welcome to my channel. If you are returning, which probably not because there haven't been that many views, but if you are returning, thank you so very much. And if you're new, please stay a while. I only have 2 other videos so far. Hopefully many more to come in the future. My name is Jenny. I don't think I said that. My name is Jenny and Libby is my black lab, and that is the reason for the channel name. She is my companion and she likes to sit with me when I am doing my crochet in the evenings or during the day, on the weekends, whenever it may happen. So again, welcome. And if you like what you're seeing so far or want to wait until the end of the video, please, I would appreciate a subscribe, a like, any of the YouTube things. I'd love to have you. So without any further ado, so today's video, I am just going to go over a few of my finished objects that I have done probably in the last, I don't know, 6 to 8 months, somewhere in there. I have a pile of blankets over here. I have a bag over here. And if I feel there is sufficient time, maybe I'll just go over a couple of my current works in progress as well. So I will go over the first one. So we'll start with the pile here. I am going to let you know what pattern I used, and I will link that in the description, if whether it's a free pattern or a paid pattern. I do believe the majority of these are paid patterns, unfortunately, but there's so many tutorials out there as well that you can follow along on YouTube for, I believe, probably all of the paid patterns that I have here. So first one is, I just did a basic chevron moss stitch, and I'm gonna try to hold these up as best I can. This one was done in Red Heart Super Saver Ombre in the colorway Tomato. It was definitely classic Red Heart Super Saver. It was kind of scratchy working it up. I did wash it on the Delicate Cycle with fabric softener, and it has softened up tremendously. It does, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but it does have a bit of a halo. Nothing too serious, but I was really excited about this colorway when I saw it on somebody's video, because this is kind of in line with the accent color in my living room, which, welcome to my living room, by the way. Until I have a proper YouTube studio, I'm kind of moving around to see what's the best area to do my filming. So welcome to my living room. If you're lucky, you may get a little guest appearance from Libby, but we'll see. The next one, this is one of Betty McKnitt's patterns. I believe this is the Great Granddaddy, 6-day Great Granddaddy. And this is a rectangular, not her typical star. That's, I think, what she's more known for, but this is one of the rectangular ones. And this one was done in the Caron Macchiato Cakes in the colorway Boundless. Now this yarn is actually I believe it's hand wash, lay flat to dry. I'm gonna have to double check on the hand wash part. I have not washed this yet. I may whip up a sample and do a wash and dry test on that first, because this took a lot of time, obviously. I don't mind if I can, just lay it on or put it over a wash line to dry. Even though this is more of a wintry blanket, because this does have wool in it. Obviously I'm not going to be hanging it on a line in the middle of winter when I live in Wisconsin. It's pretty cold in the winter, so it'll just freeze. But I to be continued on this. I will do a wash and dry test on, probably not a dry, just a wash test. I have plenty of places that I could hang this over just to get it to dry. So to be continued on this one. I will let you know. The next one, this is a paid pattern from, I don't know if you've ever watched any of his videos, but Juan the Yard Addict. This is his Timber Trails. Let me hold this up here. I'll try to, just so you can kind of get all of, oh, this way's better because it's got the texture. This is his Timber Trails. And if you can see it, yeah, I think we can get there. It's got a little bit of texture in it. And this one I did in the Lion Brand Mandala. Oh goodness, why is it leaving my brain right now? Bonus bundle, sorry, bonus bundle in the colorway Meowth. This is I believe a 3-weight yarn, which I don't mind working with 3-weight. And I absolutely just love this colorway. I actually found it at Walmart for, I believe it was just a tad over $10 for the big bonus bundle. So, and this colorway is kind of what I liked to have in my, my guest room. So that is the Timber Trails from Juan the Yard Addict. And again, I will definitely link where you can find the pattern for these. And whether, I'll also take a look and see whether or not if there is a video tutorial for this one. I believe there was. Juan does quite a few tutorials. Okay, and now the next one. This is the Betty McKnit 6-Day Star Blanket. And this is a variety of colors, mostly loops and threads. I shouldn't say that now that I think about it again. The yellow is loops and threads. The sagey green is loops and threads. The blue was, it was Red Heart Super Saver, I'm almost positive. And I should have probably been a little more prepared to give you the colorways. And then the variegated, which you can see in the center here. This yarn, there was a listing on Facebook Marketplace of a lady had, I can't even remember how many totes it came out to. She had totes of yarn that she was selling. I reached out to her and she wasn't very tech savvy in the photos. So I had reached out to her to ask her to take some additional photos just to kind of see a little bit more of what was being offered. And she sent me additional photos and we came up with a price. I was under the impression that this was probably an individual that maybe this was someone from their family's yarn that they, you know, the individual maybe had passed away or just couldn't, I don't know. I'll be honest, I thought it was an individual whose yarn it was that passed away. So I went to go, we agreed on a price. I went to go purchase it, and it was actually the woman that had the yarn. It was her yarn. And she informed me that she was recently diagnosed with Alzheimer's and she wanted to let it go before she forgot. And it just made me so sad to hear that. So when I completed this one, and when I completed this one, I sent her a picture of it, and I said, I said, I used your yarn. And this variegated yarn was a Red Heart Super Saver, and I wish I could remember the colorway. I'm gonna remember it. So once I do, I will definitely get it into in the description box below. But it's no longer made. I didn't use all of the skeins, but my daughter loved the colorway as well, and she took the remainder of the skeins to make a project with it. So I will definitely list all the colorways that I used in this blanket: the loops and threads, the Red Heart Classic, and the ombre, which it's discontinued, but if you like, you can look it up. So those are the blankets that I have made in the past, like I said, 6 or 8 months. There are 2 other ones that I've made. One of them was it wasn't I don't even know how to explain it. I should know. I'll put a picture of it up here for you. It's the Ohio State logo. I made that for my son. My son was a graduate of Ohio State, so go Buckeyes. So I made him that for Christmas last year, and I believe that was the first blanket that I really picked up or started after I picked up crocheting again about a year ago. I wanted to make something for him to commemorate his tenure or his time at Ohio State, and that's what I made. I will put a picture of that in here. And because I had been out of the practice for so long, I way overestimated the amount of yarn I needed. So I had so much of the red, the white, the gray, the black that my daughter and I recently did a crochet along with Juan, the Yarn Addict, and I used all of those colors as well to use up that yarn for that crochet along, and it was called the Stitch Odyssey blanket, and I will also insert a picture of that in the video that I took because I no longer have either one of those blankets. I actually just departed with the Stitch Odyssey blanket today because my son had been visiting the last 2 days, and he's in the middle of moving for a new job. So I just saw him for the last 2 days for the first time in person in 18 months. So it was nice to see him and spend some time with him. So I gave him that blanket as well for his new endeavor. But I will definitely throw those in here as well so you can see what I have accomplished. And then this other item that I made, which I really love, it's a market bag. And this is a paid pattern as well from Matt over at Gilded Loop. And this is I believe the name of his bag is Watermelon Tote Bag because of the colorways that he used. It does look very geared towards watermelon. This is made with the Premier Hipster Cotton and the Premier, I did with Premier Home Cotton. I actually did just buy some more Hipster Cotton and the Cotton Sprout because I would like to make another one as a gift. So I will be working on that as soon as I get a little bit further in some of my WIPs. So as far as WIPs are concerned, I am currently working on 2 wearables. I think I had mentioned that in my intro video that I just kind of started getting into wearables. I have 2 going. I wouldn't have had 2 going, but the first one, well, I'll show you. It's my little project bin here. My first one, I am making the Caribbean sea sweater from MJ's Off the Hook. I got both panels complete. I'll show this up to you. So I got both panels complete. And I need to seam them together. I need to do the neckline. And this is all I had left. I know I'm not gonna have enough. Because besides the neckline, I need to do the cuffs. I know I'm not gonna have enough. So yes, I just had to place another order with, this is the, I have a different color. This is the Comfy Fingering Weight from Knit Picks. And they only come in these tiny little skeins, but I needed one more. And you know, I'm a sucker for, you know, a free shipping threshold, so of course I ordered more than just the one skein. So this is the first wearable that I've got going, and because I can't finish that until I get that package, I started another cardigan. Let me grab the pattern. See if I can find a bigger picture. Nope, I think this is the best I'm going to be able to show you, but this is from Bella Coco Crochet. I know I have a better picture. There we go. It is called the Summer Crochet Cardigan. So there is a picture of that cardigan. And this was a free pattern on their blog. I believe you can pay to have the ad-free pattern, but I went for the free one. So this one you make in one back panel, 2 front panels, and the 2 sleeves. I started this on Saturday, I believe. Yes, Saturday. I have the back panel done. I have 1 front panel done. I'm on this about halfway done with the 2nd front panel. It is a very quick and simple pattern. So I will show you the back panel. And don't mind me, I didn't weave my ends in, but here's the back panel. And like I said, I have one of the front panels completed. And I thought this would be good. I do have a wedding to go to in August. And I mean, it will be warm, don't get me wrong. But as much as I don't like being overly hot, I absolutely hate having air conditioning blowing on me. Or if you walk into a building and it's absolutely freezing, it drives me crazy. So I wanted to have the option to have this to just throw on if it is that situation where it's really, really air conditioned and I get a little cold. So those are my 2 wearable work in progress items. And then I am also, I have too many projects going at one time, but you know, it's nice to switch things up once in a while. So the next WIP I have going on is another Betty McKnit, and this is a 6-day Ridgy Didge blanket. And I'm not sure about the colorways, if I really, really like them or not. But I am pretty far. And this is just going to be a donation blanket. I'm sure somebody will love to have it. And I'm very excited to get this completed and donated away. So there's that one. And I do have one other one, but it's not within reach right now. So, and that is I am actually doing my very first corner to corner. And I'm doing a corner to corner waffle with Premier Puzzle. And let me tell you, it is a thick, thick blanket. So probably on another video, I will bring that into the shot and give you a little peak of it. I mean, it went really quick. I'm to the point right now where I can start decreasing. So, but I think that'll be a great one for winter time. So that's what I have for you. I'd love to hear in the comments what you are all working on and with what yarns. And today was the first day of the Premier Summer Sale. I was a little disappointed with the items that they had, but you know, for those that love the real chunky yarn, oh goodness gracious, the plushy yarn, it was great for them. I did get some cotton, and I did get some of, it's for my friend. She wants to start making some baskets, and there was, one of the items was perfect for basket making, and it was on sale for $2 each ball. So I reached out to her to see if she wanted me to order her any, because I was placing an order anyway, so might as well. So let me know. Let me know if you picked up anything from the sale. Let me know what you're working on. Next time, not sure what's going to be on the next video. If it's going to be, well, I have a couple of ideas, but other than that, you guys have a great day or evening. Like I say all the time, whenever you're watching this, I hope you'll hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and join us. Unfortunately, Libby didn't make another appearance. Little update, she did have her staples out on Friday. Today is Tuesday. I'm filming this on Tuesday. She had her staples out on Friday from her little injury. Vet's not real happy with how it was looking. She did pull some fluid out of there, and she feels it's infected. So she's on her second round of antibiotics, and because of where it's located, she can easily reach it and scratch at it with her back paw. So she's currently in a shirt of shame, and she will be in a shirt of shame until probably sometime next week. I do have to take her back in, have her checked out again, see how things are doing. But yeah, so no visual of Libby in her shirt of shame, but she still looks cute. She doesn't mind it. So have a great day, everyone, and we will see you on the next one. Bye.